Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So last week, I did a very thorough time putting my planner together, and then I didn't use a lot of the tasks area, and I did like looking at my overview of the week. But instead of rewriting all the tasks, since I didn't finish all of them, I'm just going to go ahead and use those tasks that I already have and redo a weekly spread. I am going to use what I used last week so that it looks continuous and purposeful, that I am reusing the faith and the task sections. So last week I did use the Flowers Mega Sticker Book from Happy Planner and some striped washi, some Project Life and Heidi Swap stamps, my scrapbook.com ink pad, and some stamping blocks. So let's go ahead and just get started putting the basics down. I'm going to start by stamping the things that I stamped last week, starting with the month June. I do like to know what month and week I am planning in. So I'm going to put June here at the top, and I do clean off my stamps in between with a baby wipe right away and put them back so that I don't lose any of them. I may come back for some of those create quotes, but I am just going to continue to stamp the basic things. So let's go ahead and grab my numbers so that I can get those across the top of the page. Of course, this is the week of the 17th, so I will just start with 17 and work my way up. One of the things I didn't love last week was my spacing between the numbers. So I'm going to try a little bit better to do the spacing consistently. However, the other part of my goal for today was to try to get the spread done quickly. I have a lot to do since I did not do anything this past week on making all the plans. Work has really been busy. I'm trying to get ready for vacation. We ran up to Michigan for a graduation party yesterday. So really, I just want to get this week going and ready for the week, and then I will finish all the other things that I need to do this afternoon. So it is the morning of Sunday the 16th, and I am just trying to get it all together for next week so that I don't fall further behind. So last week I also stamped an area to write out my meal plan instead of using my stencils or a sticker. So I am going to go ahead and mask off that top box again like I did last week. And I am just going to stamp lines in there so that I don't have to use a stencil or a sticker. I am just using scrap paper to mark off each side and the bottom, and then I just used a post-it note for the top, and then I am going to go ahead and grab this stamp out. I also realized last week that it is helpful to use the lines that are on the stamp block, so I did try my best to line it up. However, I did too good of a job masking off that box, and last week I had used the lines to help make sure that the stamp was straight. So since I had masked each of the lines around the box, I didn't have that guide to go with. So I just kind of went with it. It is slightly crooked, but I think it will be just fine. The next thing that I want to do is go ahead and get my washi tape across the bottom of the page. Again, I am just trying to duplicate what I did last week in order to make this go quickly. And I think I put the spread together in about a half an hour right before I run to go get groceries. But I think it turns out great, so it just proves that you don't have to spend a ton of time recreating the wheel every week. If you only have a half an hour, just spend a half an hour. I am going to put this fabulous sticker over in the sidebar with a little bit of washi tape just to take up a little bit more of that white space. And I am using my Live Love Posh washi tape cutter, and thankfully I don't lose it on this particular day. A lot of times it gets buried under my papers and stickers and things like that, but since I already had a plan going in and I've already done this one week, I had an easier time keeping track of things on my desk and I didn't make as much of a mess. So down here in the bottom section, I am going to put a bunch of boxes like I did last week, although there will be more this week because I want to get all of our returns done before we leave on vacation. And we had ordered a bunch of clothes, like dresses and things like that, that you can't necessarily get in stores anymore. So we ordered a bunch, tried them all on, and now I need to take back which things did not work. And while I'm in this section, I am going to go ahead and write in those places. And the first is definitely Amazon. We have been trying a lot of their clothes, but they don't always work. And then Old Navy, I love their return policy. We just order a bunch of things in a bunch of sizes, try them on, and keep what works. Walmart, just a couple things. I did find a really cute shirt there. Target and JCPenney. So lots of running around to do. Thankfully, they are mostly in one central area. And then I'm just going to use my Kelly Creates pen for headers this week, and this is the O5. And then up top, I'm going to start writing in my meal plan. Monday, we are going to have Italian subs, and my husband is going to make homemade bread. Tuesday, we are going to be out for dinner or out for an early dinner, I guess. Wednesday, we're going to do chicken wings that I ended up throwing in the freezer since we didn't get to them last week. Thursday, I will grab some fish out of the freezer that needs to be eaten. Friday and Sunday, I am not going to plan for right now. I will go to the grocery Friday if I need to, but otherwise, I'll wait until Saturday morning. Saturday, we do have a graduation party to go to, so we'll probably eat at that. I don't know if we'll need to eat otherwise. And then Sunday, I will definitely wait until later to plan that out. And I did write all that in my friction in case I need to erase it later. I did grab my Muji Point 38 so that I can write in some permanent things. That way, if I do need to erase things, I don't accidentally erase lines and times that are permanent. So this is slightly modified from the HB90 planner that I have. I did just change a few things up that did not work for me, but I do like to leave a section at the top in case there are any big things going on. So for example, this week is Juneteenth, so I will make sure to write that up at the top. And then I do write in numbers along the side most weeks because I do like to time block. I am only going to write in those things that I absolutely know as of right now. And then either tonight, probably tonight, because I have to go into work tomorrow, I will go back and at least time block for Monday. This week is a little bit crazy because Tuesday I have a retirement party that I'm planning, hosting, whatever. So I want to make sure that I am not over planning, especially my Monday and Tuesday. And then once I get home from work on Tuesday, I will have a better idea of how the rest of the week will look, and I will finish time blocking then. I did start this week by just blocking off the things that are already on my calendar, and I am using color coding. The peach color is for work, the blue is the launch program with Mel Robbins, the purple color is for my kid stuff, and the green is either household or things that we're going to do as a family. So Monday I have to go into the office and I have a meeting downtown, and then I have that launch session right in the middle of the day. Hopefully I can get to it and I don't have to wait until the replay. My son has soccer Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I mentioned that I have that retirement party and then I don't know what will happen after that, but I do have a meeting before that and I need to pick up the cake. Wednesday is Juneteenth, but we do have a plumber coming, thankfully. Thursday, just one little meeting, and then Saturday is a graduation party. So, not a crazy week, but we do still need to test drive a few more cars and make a decision so I can start working on getting my husband a car. And like I mentioned, the kids and I are going to take a trip next week, so I need to get ready for that as well. I do like laying out my week like this to start with so that I can just start thinking about where I can fit certain things, like where am I going to fit my errands. Well, I'll probably fit them in Monday on my way home from work, since we will have a late dinner because of soccer. So if I can just look at this and start planning things backwards based around what is scheduled, that's very helpful for me. But now I want to get a little bit more decor on this page, just so it's more exciting to get into my planner. And instead of grabbing another tool, I am just using my washi tape cutter to rip these paper stickers. And I start laying them down, but then I decided that I didn't like the positioning of them. I didn't like that they kind of just ended right in the middle of the page when they could have continued. So I get the sticker down and then I realize that it doesn't quite look right when it just ends on the left side and then there's something new on the right side. So I am going to go ahead and pull that up. I did need to grab my undo for this. So I'm going to pull this sticker up on the right side, and then I am also going to pull that top sticker up on the left side and then move it over to Thursday so that it looks like it's just broken down that middle instead of it being disjointed. I guess it's still disjointed, but you know what I mean. It looks more continuous than having a brand new full sticker right next to the ripped in half sticker. I also felt like I needed to do that in more than one place because it looked a little awkward. So I am going to go ahead and do that again up at the top area. I did have a slight issue because I did not want to cover up so much of Thursday. So I'm also going to cut off that yellow part of this floral sticker and save it for something else. But once I get the yellow sticker cut off, I do want to go ahead and use it now since it does have a little bit of an odd cutout of it. And I just want to get it on the spread so that it gets used. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of got a little notch out of it that I'm not sure how I would use. So I'm just going to use my scissors this time and cut it in half and then incorporate it back into that little floral grouping. But I do want to cover up that weird notch, so I am going to try to mix in some clear stickers. I'm not normally a huge fan of this, but I thought that it would work well here. So I do find a little floral and I tuck it in, and then I tuck in a few more, and it ends up turning out okay. I liked how the clear stickers were looking. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck in just a few more around the page. I don't mind covering up a little bit more of Wednesday since it is a holiday and I will mostly be doing chores around the house. And I won't be surprised if I just grab a notebook to write a to-do list for that specific day. So let's go ahead and drop in just a couple more florals and maybe do a little bit more stamping. I did decide to make that cluster at the end of Sunday just a little bit bigger. I thought it was lacking a little bit of yellow, so I did bring in a clear yellow sticker. And then I also thought that Sunday at the top looked a little empty, so I decided to bring in a few more florals up there. I will also mention that the paper stickers were a lot bigger than those individual clear stickers, so that was one of the reasons why I felt like it worked well together was the variety of sizes. I really liked filling in with those smaller stickers. So I am going to go ahead and just fill in a little bit of the white space with some of these stamps. I really like them, so why not go ahead and use them? So this first one that I'm stamping says obsession is essential to creativity, and I just liked how it fit right across that bottom there. The next one I am going to grab is a definition sticker, and it just says creativity is experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. And I definitely look at my planner as that. I do white out that line that's behind it, but I definitely like experimenting in my planner, growing, taking risks, breaking the rules, and making mistakes in my planner. So I definitely thought that that was a fitting stamp. I also feel like it fits for scrapbooking as well. And I didn't get the greatest stamp on that. And I don't think it was because I whited it out. I just think I did a bad job inking up the stamp. This next stamp said creativity takes courage. And then I think I'm also going to grab the little tiny sticker that just says just start. And I was originally just going to stamp it like on Monday. And then I wanted to cover up a little bit more of the white space in the sidebar, and I decided to go ahead and stamp it on Monday. And I stamped it on Friday, and then I decided just to spread it out across the page because really a lot of days I'm sitting there and I'm overwhelmed. And if I would just start, I could get so much done, but instead I'm paralyzed with overwhelm. So I definitely need to jump back into the HB90 system. I'm excited that the next kickoff call is this afternoon. Drop me a note below if you are also doing the HB90 bootcamp this time around, or if you're interested in hearing more about it and how it helped me be successful for at least 2/3 of Q2 this year. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope that everybody has a productive week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!